Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome back to another NBA basketball discussion video. Today we are going to be talking about some contract extensions that just went down in the NBA. With the first one being Luke Kennard. I know a lot of you guys want to hear my opinion on that. But before we get going on the topic of the video, I need to ask you guys to drop a like if you are enjoying these new NBA discussion type of videos. 1,000 likes is always the goal. And of course, if you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, from what I'm seeing, there was about 4 players that either did or did not get contract extensions. We're going to talk about every single one of them, man. Starting with Luke Kennard. So Luke Kennard, man, 4 years, $64 million contract. In my opinion, okay, so what people were saying, because people were basically saying, is this an overpay, is this an underpay, or just right? There was a ton of people saying that this was an overpay. And I'm going to say straight up, man, I think it was just right. I don't think it was an underpay. I don't think it was an overpay. I feel like for what Luke Kennard can bring to your basketball team, it was a pretty decent contract. You guys got to realize, like, how expensive contracts are in the NBA. And really, like, we all see the $64 million, like, damn, that's a lot of money. But to be quite honest, guys, 3-4 years down the road when this contract's expiring or whatever, the salary cap's going to continue going up, and it's really not going to look like that much money. I mean, it's a mid-tier contract by today's standard. Damn, Rudy Gobert became the highest paid big guy in NBA history. So, yeah, I think Luke Kennard can get himself a 4-year, $64 million contract. And, that's not bad, guys. So, what exactly do I think he's going to bring the Clippers next season? Well, for one, I thought it was a little strange that he did get a contract extension before essentially even playing a game with the team. Now, obviously, he's played in, like, preseason and stuff like that. But we don't really know how Luke is going to gel playing with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And to be quite honest, man, as far as, like, him playing with the starters, I don't really know where Luke fits in unless he's going to be running some minutes as, like, the backup point guard, which I guess is definitely possible. If Patrick Beverley can do it, I have no doubt in my mind that Luke Kennard can run a little backup point guard for the LA Clippers. But yeah, you got Paul George, Kawhi Leonard play the shooting guard, small forward position. So unless you want to do like a small ball lineup and have Luke at the 2 spot, Paul George at the 3, Kawhi Leonard at the 4, I guess you can get away with that. But yeah, last season for the Detroit Pistons, he did average 16 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds per game. To be 100% honest, man, like, Luke Kennard is a good, solid player. Yes, the defense is not great. I understand that. But as far as him being, like, a guy that can come off the bench and be the 6th man of the team or whatever, and just provide you, like, a scoring spark, he can do it. I mean, this guy can score from anywhere on the court. He's good at taking it to the basket. He's been shooting about 40% from the three-point line his entire NBA career. The one issue you kind of have with him is that he is a tad bit injury-prone as of right now. Last year he did have like some knee issues and stuff like that. So beyond that, that was just like a fluke. It's like, okay, a fluke for Luke. I wanted to say that. My apologies. If that was like a 1-season thing, okay, then it's not really that big a deal. But if it finds to be like a lingering lower body injury, then obviously this type of contract can kind of affect you later on. But for the most part, man, for people that are saying that he's overpaid, the problem with that is that they probably watched too many Crispy Flake videos and they're like, yo, Crispy, treats this guy like a god or whatever, right? But no, to be 100% honest, he's a good, solid basketball player. He's going to bring some offense. He's going to bring some playmaking. Rebounds it respectfully out there for a shooting guard. And yeah, I mean, when you are on a team that has Kawhi Leonard, then the defensive end of thing, and Serge Ibaka even protecting the paint and stuff, then Luke Kennard's defense won't be as bad. I mean, last year on the Pistons, he played with Reggie Jackson. Who else was on the Pistons last year? Exactly, man. So it's like, you can't really expect them to be all that great defensively when everybody else in the damn team was trash themselves, right, guys? So, yes, looking beyond Luke Kennard, I'm going to say straight up, I thought it was good. Looking beyond Luke Kennard, the other players, we have Lonzo Ball has not reached an agreement with the Pelicans as far as the contract extension goes. Now, there is still going to be like talks. It looks like on both sides remain positive about the ability to move forward together. I don't think he gets a contract extension, and I do think he gets traded this NBA season. Sam Van Gundy has already kind of gone on the record to say that he doesn't think that Lonzo Ball is the point guard for his team, which is fine. I mean, you look at the point guards that he's kind of ran with in the past. I would say, the best of the bunch looking like Jameer Nelson. Then, yeah, Lonzo Ball is nothing like Jameer Nelson, and it kind of makes sense that they would want to go in a different direction. So, yep, they already also have Eric Bledsoe on the team, so, I mean, maybe they're content with Eric Bledsoe for right now and getting some sort of asset for Lonzo, and I think that's okay. I personally love Lonzo Ball. I feel like he's a great player. I feel like he's one of those guys that's victim not only of the big name, being part of the Ball family, but also the victim of like, okay, well, he doesn't drop like 25 points per game, but love the defense, love the rebounding, the three-point shot, the stroke is getting better, so he will get paid eventually. Not really sure by what team. I'm trying to think of a team that could really use Lonzo Ball. I feel like the Dallas Mavericks would be a solid fit. Like him and Luka Doncic could be a little interesting. You know, Lonzo bringing a little extra defense to the team. Of course, with the three-point shot, he could play off Luka or, of course, make plays for Luka or Kristaps Porzingis. So I kind of like that. But, yeah, man. The next player that got a contract extension, which is actually somebody I was going to make a video on very soon. Still deciding if I want to do like a rebuild or a discussion video about it. And that is going to be Markelle Fultz of the Orlando Magic. So, yes, Markelle Fultz just agreed to a 3-year, $50 million extension with the Magic. I am so happy for him because it would have absolutely sucked if he would have had like that injury in his rookie season, would have never bounced back, and that would have just been it, man. Because can you imagine being like how old was he? Like 18 years old when he was drafted. Can you imagine just like putting your entire stock into the future of basketball, and then you finally get there, and you just have some horrible freak shoulder injury, and it's just GG. It's like, what do I do with my life now? I mean, with that being said, he's still got a rookie contract, which was probably more than I'll make my entire life times 5. But regardless, man, like Markelle Fultz, I've been saying forever that I believe in him, and I'm so happy he got that extension, guys, just because this is the guy that's going to work hard. Now, I'm not going to get too much into the topic of this right here, but I do think going forward, because it seems like they kind of made a commitment to him, like by like saying like 3 years, $50 million. That's roughly $18 million a season, which is solid money. I think it actually is right up there with what Luke Kennard actually got. But I mean, they do have another point guard on the team in the Magic, Cole Anthony, that I think down the road, he just kind of has like that grit and grind factor where it's like Cole Anthony's gonna be a dog out there, man, trying to fight for that starting spot. So I do think there is going to be a point guard battle, if it's not already started, that will be starting at some point in the season between those two guys. And if I had my guess, I think either one of those guys should be a starting point guard in the NBA. Markelle Fultz, I still think he plays extremely smart out there, man. He's got that court vision. He's got the ability to get to the basket. The three-point shot is looking better. Obviously, there's certain aspects of the game that he still needs to improve on, but that's going to come in time. And especially after being out of basketball for so long. He was just kind of getting back into things last season when he was, I believe, traded to the Orlando Magic. It wasn't for like Jonathan Simmons in a pick or something from the 76ers. It was an absolute steal. So I could not be more happier for Markelle Fultz. And then the last guy listed that I've seen so far, like I said, by the time you see this video, maybe some more rookie extensions came out. There was another man on the Orlando Magic. This one makes me nervous. Jonathan Isaac, guys, signed a 4-year, $80 million contract. That is $20 million per season, if my math calculations tell me. And this one, I really did not get. Okay, when healthy. That emphasis, when healthy, emphasis on the healthy. I feel like Jonathan Isaac would have no doubted by now, or at least going into this season, been Defensive Player of the Year. But not only that, I feel like he has the potential to be a superstar when healthy. He's got the defense, but his offense game. If you guys saw when he was in the bubble before he, I believe it was his ACL he tore or whatever, or MCL or ABCDEFGCL, whatever it is, regardless what it was, man. When he had that injury, before that, I remember like he was in the bubble playing. He was like 6 for 7 for like, he had like 14 or 15 points. He had that horrible injury. It's like, damn, like here we go again, man. Like you could just kind of see it coming. You're like, wow, Isaac is ready to go. So over the course of the next 4 seasons, if Isaac can stay healthy, this is a steal of a contract. But if he doesn't stay healthy, obviously it's going to be a hindrance to the Orlando Magic going forward. So, yeah, the Magic are going to be an interesting team next season, man. Obviously, Isaac's not going to be playing, but you still have Markelle Fultz out there, and you obviously have Cole Anthony, who was their 15th pick in the draft. You have Chuma Okeke, who's going to be making his rookie debut. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's still, you're going to see that battle between Vucevic and also Mo Bamba going at it still, man. So, I don't really know, but regardless, like, I'm happy for all these young players getting these contracts. It's definitely big time for every single one of them. And that's what it's all about, man. Like, the first goal is to get to the NBA. Like, once you get to the NBA, if you are smart with your money, you are set for life. But then you have to actually show that you belong. There's so many guys. I mean, what was this? Like the 2017 draft or 2016, whatever it was. I think 2017. Whatever draft class it was, man. Like, straight up, if we went down the list of it, there would be, I'm going to say, like, 90% of those guys are either just, like, basic role players, or they're just, like, out of the league now or in the G League or whatever, man. So to actually get to the point, prove your worth, and then eventually get to that point where you sign that first big, large contract, you got to be happy. These guys are set for life, man. So there's always risk with injuries. There's always risk with team fit, which is kind of like I was saying with Luke Kennard. We don't really know how Luke's going to fit in yet. You got to keep in mind the numbers he put up was in limited games on the Detroit Pistons as a starting shooting guard and a go-to option alongside Christian Wood, and even Blake Griffin didn't play last season. So, yeah, there was a lot of open opportunities. Reggie Jackson missed most of the season, too. So, he had a lot of shot opportunities, man. So, it's going to be interesting to kind of see going forward. But I have no doubt in my mind all these guys are going to ball out. Hopefully Jonathan Isaac, right? I mean, I hate to see him injured and stuff like that, but what do you guys think? Let me just refresh this page real quick here, make sure there's no additional, like, guys that just... Oh! Hey, it's Fat Albert, man. We got one more. Look at this. It literally just dropped 48 seconds ago by Woj. OG Anunoby just got a $72 million 4-year deal, guys, which has a player option for the 2024-2025 NBA season. Good for that man right there. I think he actually could be most improved player next year, guys. I really think OG is... Do y'all remember when he hit that shot in the bubble where what it was like 0.2 seconds left or something? I think it was against the Celtics or something like that, man. But yeah, OG got himself paid, so that's a great contract. I think this guy's gonna be a stud, and you know, in 2 years we're gonna be like, wow, he's only getting paid that much, and then he'll probably get like some supermax extension, right? Hopefully, right, man? But no, thank you guys all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like I said, if you don't mind dropping that like, of course, man, and showing that support, especially. It's scary, guys. You know, I've been doing like my league stuff for like the past like 4 years, so shifting over to something new like this, it's a scary thing because you don't know if people are gonna like it or not. It's a big risk. Hopefully it pays off, man. Thank you all so much for watching. I think I said that 7 times now. Thank you all. Okay, I'm just joking. Peace out, guys.